Hey friends, this is another off-the-cuff video with Dan, and I wanted to share something that was a huge revelation for me this week, and I keep wanting to throw it out of my head, but it keeps going back in my head. So what I was realizing was, you know, I've got a few clients who've spent thousands of dollars on training. Two or three of them that have spent, almost $1 million on training this year of different types. One hired a former president's advisor. Another one hired this billionaire guy to mentor them. And another one has gone off to all these different, big workshops all around the globe. But what's really fascinating to me, I've also been going to some little workshops as well. And obviously, I've been a consultant for years. I used to coach and train businesses. I'd have a roster of 30 businesses that I would work with, and every 6 months that would turn over. So basically 260 people over 4 years that I literally intimately worked with every week on their online business. And what was fascinating to me, and this keeps hitting me, so I want to share this with you, is that you look at all the experts and you look at a typical consulting session with them. To be honest with you, there's nothing more valuable than a one-on-one consulting session with somebody who's been where you want to go. And what they're going to offer you in that session, and in fact, I mean, when I look at the workshops that I've been to lately, some of these were workshops that easily sell for over $1,000 to $2,000 to go to. And then I look at some of these other, products and services that are selling online. There's an underlying thing that's consistent with every single one of them. And it actually makes me feel weird to even charge money for it. But really, at the height of every single one of these programs is this idea that they simply know what questions to ask. So, I mean, I know that sounds kind of, simple, and maybe it is, but here's where it gets crazy. All these products and services are about asking the right questions. Every single one of them, whether it be a coaching, situation, whether it be whether it be a workshop, all those kind of things. It's all about asking the right questions. And let me give you some examples so you can actually, use this video and get some value out of it. But let me give you an example, okay? So the question might be, do you have a system for this thing that you do in the office? Think about that for a second. Having a system means it can be automated, outsourced. The business can survive you when you pass on, or when you retire, or whatever, or sell the business, whatever. Anyway, let's go for another really crazy question. What's your story? What is the reason that you get up every morning? Why did you start the business? What pains do you solve? What problems do you solve? What 3 o'clock in the morning frustration do you solve in your business? But let's think about some other questions. What is the number one key KPI or key performance indicator of your business? Or what stats do you measure every week? But anyway, I mean, when I look at all these major programs, what fears do you have? What stops you from doing this? Where do you want to go? Like, when you look at all these different courses and programs, every single one of them uses these kinds of questions.